Okay, so this is the presentation for parallel computing. So first off, the first question, how to get to this? You need to use cd, which is the change directory command, and then tilde, and then nash kkec project source. I don't have this because I didn't make this directory and this, but in theory it should work. For the second question is the lowest is main C and the highest is home. This is the highest, this is the lowest directory. So moving on to the third question. For this question, we basically needed to use man GCC. Man just means that it's going into the manual on what you can do with the GCC, but in this case we're not really looking at the what you can do with it. We just wanted to copy the first page, and this is the first page that I got, so I just copy and pasted it, and to get out of here you press Q. Fourth question, the fourth question is what this command does. Essentially, sudo gives you the administrator access so you can do everything to the system. Rm is remove, so you're removing something, and R is usually when you want to delete a directory, you have to get rid of anything in that directory first before you can do it. R bypasses that, and F basically force the system to do it without any warning. It will just immediately do it without any warning. And this, what we are targeting specifically, is the root directory, which essentially means we're just deleting everything. So going to the fifth question now. The fifth question is basically how to display arguments. So what we needed to do is use the man command, but for specifically now for the ls. So you have to do man ls, and then just as an example, I picked specifically A because A is the easiest one, because it's just gonna display everything that is hidden. So essentially, if I use ls like this, it's not gonna show me everything that is in there. But if I use if I use A, it will show me everything that has a dot in front of it. So yeah, moving on to the sixth question. So for the sixth question, I basically just I go into the manual for WC. I look for M, which is basically just saying print out the characters only, and I told the command line to read from myfile.txt and then put the results into the char. So after that, I've confirmed that myfile.char exists, and then I go into the char, myfile.char, and then as you can see, 148 is the amount of characters in the file that is myfile.txt. Okay, moving on to the next one, which is seventh. List all contain including the hidden one. This is essentially the same thing as I did with 5, so I just repeated the step, aka I just put ls dash a. Okay, moving on to the eighth question. This one, eighth question is from move the data.txt into the directory of experiment1. I do not have experiment1, so I needed to make a directory called experiment1. I then needed to create data.txt. The question does not specify what I have to put in data.txt, so I'm just put anything, and then I use the mv command, which is the move command, data.txt into the experiment1, and then I confirm that only experiment1 exists in the home directory, and then I use ls to confirm that data.txt is there. So for the ninth question, I have to go into the etc directory and have to sort it by file size. So Basically we're using the ls command again, but with a different argument. H, it means that it's human readable, so it's easier for the humans to read. And S means that it will be on descending order, so like the highest file will be the on top, and the lowest file will be at the bottom. And then moving on to the question 10. Question 10 is basically getting a file from a random thing, from a random website on Google. So I just use wget, which is webget, from the link that was specified, and then I put it into experiment 1. So I go back into experiment 1, and then I put in the file. Then question 11 was to print the current directory you are in. So as I was doing the experiment 1 thing, I was in experiment 1. So experiment 1 exists in the after the home directory, there is experiment 1. So moving on to the 12th question. So I needed to do a long listings of the boot directory, including human-friendly units like megabytes and kilobytes. So essentially, I just needed to go into the boot directory, and then I use the man command again to get what is long listing for file stored, and also make it human friendly. As we established, H means human friendly, and L means that it's a long list. So as you can see, it's arranging itself on a list. So moving on, for this final command, I had to Google search this because I do not know the command. So I just find out that df is disk free space command, and to make it human readable, I go into the man, I search up if it can use H, and it can. So I just use df.h to make it human readable, and now you can see what my storage setup is like. In this particular case, I have 1 terabyte of HDD and 2 terabyte of SSD, and that is all. Good day.